The Last of Us is something different, man. The Last of Us TV show is special. No beating around the bush. This is just one of those shows where the characters drive the narrative, the character drama is on point and meaningful and heavy. The performances are punching above where this show has the right to be. The storytelling, the screenplay, the cinematography, the care, the love put in from the creators, the directors, the producers, and everyone involved is simply mind-blowing. So therefore, I'm going to be making this short video here expressing my feelings towards this show because I am so happy that we've gotten something this good. Now, a disclaimer, I haven't played through the video game in full. In fact, you might as well class me in the category of someone who has never played the video game before at all. I played through some of the levels, but only up until after Tess's death, which means I'm not that far into the story, and the points at which the show is at in comparison is far beyond where I am in the game. Which means that what happens in the show is more or less new to me, which is a good thing in some ways. I'm able to be unbiased with the show. I can tell you from a filmmaking perspective how well this show executes its themes and its stories, both narratively and visually, whilst also appreciating that its source material was a video game. But as a narrative piece of television, The Last of Us is simply incredible. Some characters are good, some characters aren't so good here and there, and can be slightly jarring, but Joel and Ellie, played by Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey, are just absolutely incredible. These guys are incredible in these roles, and are phenomenal actors. I cannot describe how much they carry the show in its rather dull moments. Their performances are great, and from what I've seen from the game, the performances from both of these actors is straight on point from their characters from the games as well, which makes it even better. There was no better casting than these two, but Joel and Ellie as characters, they are absolutely perfect. One thing that I've noticed that this show isn't scared of doing is spending very detailed and emotional time with its characters. Just spending those moments where they talk to one another, when they talk about their future, their past, their goals. And I feel like we miss that in a modern society. I feel like we miss that in the 21st century. I feel like a lot of mainstream TV nowadays is too scared to slow it down every once in a while. Shows have always got to race to the next plot point. They always have to race the pacing of the show to keep the viewers engaged. But The Last of Us is not scared to dedicate whole portions, even sometimes up to 30 minutes of an episode, to spend with just our characters talking to one another. Just our characters' emotional reactions to events, to places, to people. No action, no clickers, no infected, just two people, a father and his surrogate daughter, travelling together to their next destination. And I guess that's what makes The Last of Us so special. Despite its zombie apocalyptic environment, the show doesn't heavily rely on the infected or the zombies to make it a good show. The show doesn't even feature infected in some of the episodes, because it doesn't need to, because its main characters are so good. It's about two people. One man, a father who is trying to hide away from his past. A past that does not allow him to move on and connect again with a girl whose destiny seems to be too big for a life that she wants to live. If she is the answer, if she is the cure to this horrible disease, what is to become of her? She doesn't know, and he doesn't know. Ellie looks up to Joel. Ellie looks to Joel for answers. Ellie sees Joel as this father figure, but just as Ellie hides her fear away from everyone else, Joel does exactly the same. During the recent episode of the series, and up to this point of this video's making is episode 6, there is a really nice moment where Ellie asks Joel what he wants to do once all of this is over. Joel answers in the most cliche and old retired way possible. He says maybe an old cabin with a bunch of sheep on a farm, or something along those lines. My guess is that Joel doesn't really know what he wants. Ellie asked this question to see if she was involved in his future. She sees Joel as a father figure. There is no one other than Joel that she trusts more, and she's never trusted anyone else before in her life. She also sees a lot of herself in Joel, the way that Joel sees herself in Ellie, because they both have uncertain futures. Ellie to Joel is pain and happiness. He reminds her of the daughter he lost, but she is also the one that keeps him grounded in reality. Joel could go on without Tess, but he could never go on without Ellie. Which is why in episode 6, Joel is so scared that she might die if they carry on their same path that they're going. Joel has lost so much getting to this point, and the final thing he has left to protect, at first as cargo and later as a daughter, is Ellie. There are so many layers and so much depth to both of these characters, I could literally talk about them for hours. But to cut it short for the purpose of this video, Joel and Ellie are perfectly written characters. Their wants, their needs, their goals, they all line up, they all parallel, and they are all written so engagingly. Which is why in the dull moments, like I mentioned earlier in the video, these characters manage to carry this show. Not just the characters and how well written they are, but their performances as well. Joel and Ellie are perfectly written characters, and I do believe that this show nails their relationship, their arcs, their depth, and their meaning. They both drive plot, drive drama, drive purpose, and that's what a good film or TV show should strive to achieve, and The Last of Us does just that. Let's talk about the visuals for just 1 second then, shall we? The visuals up to this point in the show have been damn right incredible. And I know we're only up to episode 6 at the time of making this video, but to be honest with you, the show hasn't even finished and I really just needed to talk about it. It's been that good. For the budget that shows have in comparison to movies is substantially smaller in comparison. So taking that into context, what this show manages to do visually is nothing more than impressive. The wides, the low angles, the mediums, the close-ups all seem passionate, wanted, needed. They all seem like they matter, like every shot is a dance in a play, the next chord to a symphony that is rhythmically dicing its way through time elegantly. The lighting, the way it bounces off their skin is so real. It's relatable. It's rough, somber, empowering, inspiring, enlightening. I love this show, if you couldn't tell. And it makes me really want to make a zombie thing. Like I said, we're only 6 episodes in by the time of this video is recording, but goddamn am I excited for the next 3. And by the time this video comes out, I do believe that episode 7 will be out as well. Once this season ends, I'm going to be really sad. I really am. And to be honest, unless this gets requested a lot again by the time the show ends, probably never ever gonna make a video on The Last of Us again. So this short video can be my little piece, my love letter to a show that has really made me go, wow. Not often does a movie or a show really show me up. Makes me feel somehow like I've missed out on something so spectacular, so amazing, that I'm just now realizing how great it is. But this show and some of its themes, some of its core episodes like the Bill and Frank episode and like episode 6, the reuniting of Tommy and Joel, are some of the best pieces of television I have ever seen. The best way I can describe it is that the Bill and Frank episode is the opening montage of Up amplified to a full-length episode in a zombie apocalypse. That's how good this episode was. At least that's how I see it. The Bill and Frank episode may be single-handedly my favorite episode in any TV show ever. Ever. I know we have 3 episodes to go, but damn, I doubt even the last 3 episodes can beat this. All in all, every character has a purpose, every story there is told with care, and we're only 6 episodes in, we haven't even got to the finale yet, where everything should round up, where all the arcs should come together. But you just know that they'll perfect it, you just know that they'll get it right. The Last of Us should be a statement. It should be looked at in years to come as not only how to masterfully adapt something from its source material, but studied for its very nature and storytelling. If you love this show as much as I do, comment down below. What was your favorite episode? And with that being said, that is pretty much it for my video on The Last of Us. Like I said, I probably won't make another Last of Us video ever again, but if I end up doing and you enjoyed this one, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you do not miss that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to join the members club if you haven't already so you can get videos early and you can get a bunch of other stuff exclusive for members only. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and peace.